Hi, this is Kim White with the My Sexy Business team. I am here at the Collaboration Summit, session number 14. I want to remind everyone that this summit is very special because it is for and only for the Collaboration 101 class graduates. They had to show up to the class, they had to do a lot of work to get here, and I want this to be an honor for them to promote them in what they're doing because collaboration is a great method to propel you into what it is you're doing. Our guest this session is one of my biz besties. She is someone I admire very much and adore how she does things because she does not take no for an answer. She does not have the that I can't do in her vocabulary, and she gets a lot of stuff done without even realizing how much impact she is making because in her words, she's just moving her paws. She's moving forward and doing amazing things in this world, and we are going to be talking with her. Miss Elena Ledoux, thank you for coming on the summit.
Hi, I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting, and I love your puppy.
Thank you. You are such a sweetheart, and at the same time, you're such a powerhouse. I think that you are one of those people that are rare in life who say what they mean and mean what they say. And even if it gets difficult, you continue to move forward. And I think you have done amazing things up to this point, and I cannot wait to see what all you do next because you are just one of those people. One of those people.
Does it seem familiar to you? I mean, is this something? Does it remind you of someone?
I think we might be related. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. People told me, like, Hani told me, you remind me of, you remind me of my friend Kim. You speak like her. You like exactly like her. So yes.
We had the pleasure of being in Atlanta together, only to find out more and more about the similarities because I tell you what, the conversations we had, like, I loved it. I loved being with you there, and I loved being able to get to know you better and find out that there are so many things that are going like parallel for us that we are doing in this world and how amazing it is to get together to do it.
Yes, it was an amazing journey, and I loved all the people there. And I also love the sentiment of not being lonely in that journey, and that to understand that you're not by yourself. There are people like you, that you are not.
Yes,
You're not to
definitely.
be who you are. So it's a tribe of unicorns. That is great.
Definitely. And you are coming from where today? Where are you coming live from?
From Honolulu. Yes, I love
Honolulu.
it.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love that no matter where you are in the world, you hop on. You've done an interview with me, and was it Germany? I think, and like all over the place. So I love it. Well, I want to ask you this question. In the Collaboration 101 class, can you give me feedback, anything you liked or didn't like, or anything you learned, or how it benefited you?
My favorite part of the class was seeing how seamless and sincere the team worked around it. Like the whole team of collaborators, it was a very genuine support. Everybody will just jump in. Even this morning, uh, technology failed me because I've been traveling so much that it confuses my settings on my calendars. So Google Calendar reset all of my appointments for the day, and I'm very organized in that fashion. So everything goes on my calendar. So I live and die by that. And then Google became really confused because I've been all over. I've just been to Portland. I've been to Europe. I've been to Mexico. So I have all these settings, and now I'm in Honolulu. So it shifted all of my appointments 2 hours. And of course, you have a daylight savings, uh, you know, time adjustment, and Hawaii does not. So I became very paranoid that I'll miss, especially today's our conversation. And before I even had a chance to ask anybody, I had Nicole jump in and she said, "How are you? I'm so excited. Are you ready?" And together we started figuring out exactly what time am I going to be. And she said, "I'm actually on the East Coast." So it was really, and of course, then you hopped in. So it's very nice to just be part of the community. And we're all over the world and we always support each other. And it comes from a very genuine place. It's not like, it's not contrived, it's not engineered. It's very genuine. So I love that.
It's one of my favorite parts too, by the way. So during this 6 weeks, you had already, and I want to say this out loud, you had already started your healthy energy drink company called Mommy Go. You actually, and I just want to say this. I love this about you because we're all like this, but you actually do it. And that is, we want it all. We want all that we can have as a mama or as a woman. And so tell all of our listeners how Mommy Go came to be and why it really even matters to them who are listening today.
Sure. I'm actually an attorney. That's my background, and I love law. I'm still licensed here in Hawaii, actually. And the one thing that's unfortunate about law, though, that it's not very compatible with family or anything else. It's just you have to live uh, in it. And when I practiced law, and I was in litigation, so it's very mentally taxing. By the time I got home, I had like zero energy left for anything else. And I'm the type of person who likes growing and learning and not being so one-sided. I like when I go to the restaurant, I order everything on the menu, like a little bit of everything. So I want to try everything. When I travel, I go everywhere. So the one thing I despise is being stuck in one corner and just doing one thing that you kind of committed to, or somebody pigeonholed you in somewhere, and then you just doing that and not allowed to do anything else. I do, I have really adorable kids. So as you know, and they when they wanted to play with me or interact or engage, I do want to interact with them. It's not like I genuinely feel like I was born to be a mother, and so I'm very happy to interact with them. But unfortunately, professional career sometimes doesn't allow you. And also the way our days are structured is the career comes first. You start your day by going to work and you work, and at the end of the day, you just have to, whatever is left over for your family or for your personal growth. And it's not right, but that's the way the world is. So I started searching for an answer to that. How can I be not dead on the couch at the end of my day? How can I still be there for my family, for my husband, for my kids, for my friends, for my parents? Um, and there are some stimulants out there. There are drinks, energy drinks, of course, are big. It's a huge market. But when I started looking up the ingredients and what actually goes into them, I said, there's no way, I'm going to drink that, especially on a regular basis. I will open it in an emergency. When I absolutely, it's like when I need a punch in the face, I will do it. But I'm not going to punch myself in the face, every single day. Um, so I couldn't find anything. I actually took off and I left my career. And that's around the time when I read the article in the Atlantic magazine that says women cannot have it all. Why women cannot have it all? And that to me was very heartbreaking. It goes against everything I stand for. So women, men as well, I feel like, especially nowadays, there's a technology, there's research, there's information to allow you to automate your life, to organize it better in a way that you shouldn't choose whether you want to have a happy family life, a personal life, or thriving career. And to me, it seems like a lot of times that's the only option. You have to choose something. What if I don't want to choose something? What if I want to have everything? Um, for instance, right now I'm here in Hawaii, and that's for a personal trip to get together with my girlfriends. We haven't seen each other in quite a few months, and we did a little reunion. So one of the girls who flew in, she flew from Vancouver. So she's a powerhouse as well. And she runs her own businesses. She's also a new mom. She has a really adorable little baby. And so during the day, she had to step aside and take some phone calls. She talked to some clients in Australia and in the US. So you have to be present mentally for that and apply yourself. But at night, she wants to, guess what? She wants to hang out with us. And not even at night, but throughout the day, she wants to also engage with us. She wants to go and spend quality time with us. And even last night, after I was already in my pajamas, they tried to drag me out and go, continue on. And I welcome that. I love that. I feel like it would be a shame if she was only relegated to one role in her life. I mean, obviously, this is the type of person who's not going to just be content doing nothing, or even doing one thing. She wants to grow her career. She wants to take over the world. Frankly, that's what she wants to do. She wants to take over the world. And on the other hand, she's the type of person who adores her family. Her family adores her. Her friends adore her. So obviously, she doesn't want that to fall off the cliff either. So yeah, so she drank Mamigo, which is our natural energy shots made out of matcha, which is a basically grounded up green tea leaves. So if you can take any amount, you're not gonna die. You'll be fine, and you're not gonna have cancer because it's green tea, and it will give you that boost of energy. And that energy is actually very calm. It's not the caffeine that's in it. It's actually, first of all, less than a cup of coffee. It's a half a cup of coffee, and it's released gradually. So you don't have this spike of energy and then a crash. You drink it, and you drink it as well. You drink it, and you just don't feel sleepy anymore. And in fact, yesterday we were walking around town, actually shopping, and then she said, I'm so tired. I'm just gonna pass out because she had stayed the night before talking to our friend. She flew in the night before, and then she was just basically done. She said, "I can't do it. I don't know how I'm gonna make it to dinner." And she said, "Do you have mommy go in your room?" And I said, "Yes." So I gave her some, and that's it. I think 10 p.m., 11 p.m. She still wanted to continue on and go to a lounge, go somewhere else, and I said, "No, and it's okay." So that's exactly what it's for, is to make sure that you have that energy. You can double your day. Because usually, how a lot of times we say, "I wish there are two of me, right? Or three of me. I can do this project. I can spend time with my kids, my friends, and I can like write a book. Like that would be nice, wouldn't it?" And so, but the issue is we don't actually use up the time that we have.
Yeah.
So we're productive only about 60% of the time if we're lucky. And the rest of it, at least for me, was afternoon after 2 p.m. I'm not good for anything. Basically, it kind of starts dwindling. And I used to design my day in the afternoon activities. I will concentrate all of my dumb activities where my brain is not required, basically, like my chore, something mechanical. And that's a waste too, because I shouldn't even be doing something mechanical like that I can outsource or automate, right? It's stupid.
Yes.
So I'd rather have me present and doing something that's creative, that's powerful, that's changing the world, that's changing my life, or making me happy. So that's what it's for.
I love it. The Monaco is what I call gentle energy.
Yes.
It doesn't give you this big rush and then, make it a big drop at the end. It really does not. You just all of a sudden start feeling more awake and more alive. And then you gently fade off the other end in 5 or 6 hours.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I think that's one of the attractants for me is I don't want to take something, like you said, with all the chemicals in it. But, when you're on the go, you have to do something or you're going to just be physically there and not really present.
Right. And I remember when we chatted about how you use it, it was funny because you would um, open it up before like a big project that requires a lot of mental energy. So it's like your little superpower boost, turbo boost.
Hmm.
So I really love that, and I discovered that's how our clients actually use it. Is it's either on one end there's a like emergency situation where somebody ended up in the hospital, or there's a crisis of some sort at work. People break it, sustain themselves or support themselves. On the other hand, somebody like you is like, okay, I'm going to uh, work on this giant project of how we're gonna get to 100 million views or billion, right? You like the B instead of M. How we're gonna
That's
get to a billion views? Yeah. So you break it up, you open it, it's like here I go, and then you have that like clarity of the mind. I think you were saying that you love. And the matcha that we use is the matcha that's used by oh, centuries by Japanese monks. So for meditation. So that's when they need that clarity of mind and staying still and being clear and present. So being present is the key because for
mhm.
me, if my brain is kind of fuzzy, I'm not there. And nowadays we're distracted, right? You're tired, you're distracted, and for me, always that's even more critical because I'm a different time zone. I
Mhm.
ate something weird, or I'm so like I need 100% of my brain, hundred
Yeah.
percent of the time.
Well, and I can tell you when I use it before a meeting that that is the very reason I do is because I don't have any scientific evidence except I can tell you that I am clearer and I am using more of my brain. I have to be because I come up with better ideas. I come up with, you know, more solutions to problems. It's been really amazing for me because I like matcha tea anyway, but to
Yes,
have it in a something that gives me a quick shot because really that's kind of a little beauty secret I guess for me too is that I can stick it in my purse or I can have it in my bag and I can take it right before I do something. And it does give me like what I consider superpowers,
yes,
of, of mental clarity and of the gentle energy so that I am fully awake and I am fully aware and I'm fully present to make those big decisions. I don't have to make a big decision every single day, but when I need to make those that are going to impact us for years to come, I think that's a very important time to use what's available. And that's just to me it's part of the arsenal that we have.
yes. And I think for you too, you're the type of person who wants to have it all 10 times
Hmm.
over. And you
Hmm.
have beautiful relationships in your life. You have all these close friends. Your husband is the cowboy, and you travel as well, and you have this huge following, and you almost have a duty to be there for them all, like for all of us. So I think, and sometimes you could be in, I don't want to say a haze, but you're just drained because you've done too much, or you've been doing this and that, but you still have to perform, right? You have to go on. It's helpful to have a team, and I think that's part of why you have this like very supportive team around you. You need it to survive because you do a lot, but sometimes even that is not enough, and so and you've been for me, you've been there for me every single time I need you. So I know that you do that for everybody else as well. So I want to be sure that the world is not deprived of you because you were too tired. You need to have a break. And not to say you shouldn't have a break, you should. But sometimes I want you to have a choice. If you want to be unplugged in it. And sometimes, physically, sometimes we don't have a choice. It's like our body tells us, you know what? Not today. Today you're not doing anything. You're just gonna be
Yeah.
curled up like a little potato. And I used to do that. That's the thing that used to recharge me. Is I would take a hotel, and I'm in a hotel now, but I would take a hotel room and I would just stay by myself, even in my own hometown, and I would be there for like 2 days, and I would not leave that room. I would not see anybody, take any calls. I would
Mhm.
just take a shower, put a robe on, lay down with some chocolates and some down magazines, and that's it. And that's what I would do. Basically, my brain was like, okay, I'm not working. I'm out. I'm on vacation, right?
Yeah.
which is okay. But I haven't had to do that for a long time. I've been really busy doing things, building things, and I want to do them. Recently I had one day that I was thinking maybe I should have a like unplug myself completely, but then maybe I shouldn't. I want to be able to have a choice. I know you're the same way too. You like to control, your life and what's happening.
Yes. And we're not, I want to like make this clear too. We're not saying to never sleep and never rest and never anything. That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with, while you're awake, you can be fully awake. You can be fully charged and fully empowered to, love your family and listen to them. That's one of the things that, as a mom, one of the best gifts we can give our children is to listen. And
Right?
if we're fuzzy brained, we can't. Like we can look like we are, but we are not if we're not there mentally. And I think that is a very huge gift that Mommy Go gives the kids is they get actual, listening time from us, and they get our full attention.
Yes, and my kids already know that, so they will actually bring it up. We have some activities that we do together, and they want me to, even if it's like watching a movie or watching a show, they don't like it when I'm on my laptop doing things or I'm taking calls and texts. Even though I'm like, I'm right here, I'm watching it, I'm watching. No, they want my full attention. They want me to laugh. They want me to interact. They want me to talk to them. And so um, that presence, I think it's very, very important. They value it and they demand it at this point. So whenever I don't feel like interacting with them, they will bring, and I'll say I'm too tired. They will actually bring money to me, say, here, drink this. I need you right now, and then they'll do that. So, and I'll do that. I do honor. So I do love my kids.
I think that's so sweet that they like bring it to you. I think that is like precious. I wish I would have had it when my boys were little, because I can tell you lots of times there were times when I didn't think I'd make it through the end of the day because, taking care of family, running a business, doing all the things that it requires because we do want it all. And then,
Right.
you fall into bed and you're so tired you can't sleep because you've pressed so hard. And I will say that Mommy Go has given me that benefit as well. When I go to bed after having taken it in the afternoon, I don't have trouble sleeping. It's not something like I can't drink coffee in the afternoon. This is just me personally, but I can't drink coffee in the afternoon when I feel like I need that boost because it will keep me dreaming crazy dreams at night, or it'll keep me from resting fully. And Mommy Go does not have that effect. Mommy Go like allows me to go to sleep and sleep well. And I think that's another really important benefit of it.
Yes, and I think the fact that I needed that product for myself, I made sure that it has the absolutely best and the safest and the minimum amount of ingredients that you can possibly have, and it's produced with the highest integrity. And I think a lot of times, what we consume really, I mean, we are what we eat, right? There's this
Yeah.
thing, we are what we eat and what we drink, and as I'm finding out, being a part of this beverage manufacturing industry now, that a lot of times our trust in people who make and the companies who make our products is misplaced. So, and that's why you could eat something and you don't even know why you're not feeling well or why you're sluggish or why you have some health issues. But it's related to what you consume. Are you consuming every day? And so I think that is like a really, really important point is that you have to be careful of what you're consuming. And a lot of my friends, for example, they're telling me, I've been drinking coffee. Your puppy needs some mommy go as well.
I'm sorry. I was trying.
Maybe she was so comfortable on your chest. She's like, I'm just chilling. And
She's
so
a
cute.
mess. I'm so sorry she interrupted.
No, 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 don't worry. No, I love her. She's the cutest. But yeah, maybe dogs need it too. I mean, one of the side effects that it has, it actually calms your anxiety. Because the green tea in general, and L-theanine, which is compound in the green tea, it calms the anxiety. So you have this thing. It's perfect for the mom, right? If somebody like me, I need my stress level to be down, and I need my mental clarity, and I don't want it to be sharply distributed. I need it gentle and consistent, right? So that's what it does. It does work. I'm excited to see what impact it can make. And actually, the feedback that I'm getting is already making me very happy. People are telling me, they'll send me a photo saying like, I've just done this for my family, or just done that, or I've been working on my book, or I've been paying my bills, or whatever it is that they're doing. People are sending me this feedback, and that's my favorite part of the whole thing.
That you are really impacting lives. Like, that's the part I know that gets you fired up, is the fact that there are children out there that are being loved on and listened to because their mommy can have it all, and they don't have to give up their career, and they don't have to give up being anything but a mom, because sometimes that's what we feel like we have to give up everything but being a mom, and it's not true. So I
Yeah,
appreciate.
yeah. I think like man, in general, even if you don't have a child at all, and even if you're a guy, I think you sometimes, there's some men out there, they want to have like multiple aspects to their lives. They do want to hang out with their friends, and I think I noticed that what people do when they get too stressed out or overwhelmed, they turn to something that's kind of really bad for them anyways, like alcohol. um, like I don't know any people who use drugs, but at the very least alcohol, or they will unplug themselves, or they're just not feeling well. I feel like men in general, they are basically not allowed to express that they are overwhelmed, um, and they quietly need help, but they don't say it. And I think they also want to have it all. I know a lot of men who want to have it all, want to have a family, want to be there for their kids. Nowadays, it's required that guys are present for their families as well.
Yeah.
That's the way that thank goodness people were brought up nowadays, and that is the standard. You cannot just be like 1960s dad who his family only knows him by the pictures. You have
Yeah.
to like swing your kid on the swing. You have to help them do their homework. If you don't help your wife with the chores or don't support her business or whatever, she might divorce you and leave you. So you have to, and you have a pressure to perform still at work, right? So at your business, you and do need to do it all. And they try the best as best they can, but a lot of men, they consume like Red Bull, for example. It's very popular for 5-hour energy, and it's just really bad. It's just super bad. Do not drink it. I'd rather you not do the chores or help your wife than drink that toxic stuff. It's not worth it. So drink something healthy, even if it's like matcha. Just drink green tea. It will give you that energy. It takes a little effort to source it, to mix it, to make it. You can drink Mami Go. We're actually gonna make matcha Go just so the guys are not so scared of it, of the label. But essentially it will be the same thing.
I love that though, Machiko, because it kind of sounds like macho,
Yeah, guys want to drink something that's like masculine, and I think there's a portion of the men who are more health conscious, right? But I think it's time now for that to be generally accepted view that you cannot just drink anything. Like I call it sewer water. They just drink just about anything. Um, because they're tough, right? They're supposed to survive anything, so they're just like whatever. I'll run around, and when I drop, I drop. No, that's bad. You owe it. I feel like I tell it to my husband. You owe it to me. Your life is mine. You owe it to me to be alive, to be well, to not be hurt, to not become sick. So you can't be irresponsible and like bike in Cambodia, or do something that could be endangering, my time with you. So, so I feel like when it comes to health, it's the same thing. We owe it to our families to be healthy.
I
It's
love
not about,
that.
yeah, and to our friends.
Yep. And I think it's something we take lightly when we're so busy and we're so tired. And you know, the best thing would be is that we slowed down our entire lives enough to rest better and to do, but that's not reality of traveling. That's not reality of, you know, all the different parts of us. And so because it's not a reality, I think Mommy Go is the perfect solution to that. It's the perfect solution to having it all. It's the perfect solution to being present, to have that gentle energy, to, when we can't stress it enough. You and I are both sold on it. but but I will say that it has been an honor to like collaborate with you as far as even the interview process and talking about Mommy Go, because I feel like we are impacting lives. Anyone who gets it and tries it is going to keep getting it, because it it just has such a great effect on, you know, on your whole being. And I think that that is an important, it's just very important that we're present.
Yes, and also just to have that mindset that it's possible to have it all. You don't have to give up on your family, or you don't have to give up on your career or
Yes.
business. A lot of us, I cannot tell you how many women I know that had to make that choice. And that's heartbreaking to me, because it's like losing half of your potential.
Yeah.
So that should never
And
happen. But it did.
I love that you have found the solution though to that problem and you're solving it. Now, Mommy Go can be found on Amazon,
Yes. So we
on
started
the
off
web.
our website. Yeah, it's a mommygo.co. So MOMMY.go. But also, if you go to Amazon and you look for Mommy Go, it's one word, and you'll find it there. It's Amazon choice. I think we're out of stock on one or two flavors, but we still have a lot of it available for lavender. So, and we just produced another batch of them. And so they're being emergency shipped from Florida. So, yeah. But yeah, it is available on Amazon. I encourage you to give it a try. And um, it doesn't transform your life. You transform your life. It just like pops you up. It just pops you up when you need it, and it does double my own productivity. And a lot of times people telling me, like all the stuff you do. This is how I do it. That's my secret. So give it.
Secret weapon.
Yes, yes, it's a secret weapon.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today. And thank you for doing the work to graduate from collaboration class. And thank you for changing the world, helping not just mommies, but everyone have it all. You are very amazing.
Thank you. You're an inspiration. So I look up to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If you're watching, please do go check out Mommy Go at mommygo.co or on Amazon as one word, Mommy Go. It is important that you are present for your families and for your jobs, for your businesses. So try it and then let Elena know how much you like it, because I know you will. This is Kim White with the My Sexy Business team. We'll be back at 2 Central Standard Time for the last session of Collaboration Summit. Love you guys.